Our Story Productions presents Martin County on TV, spotlighting the organizations, businesses, and citizens who are making a difference in our community today. And with interviews and stories done by local television shows over the last 25 years, here you're sure to learn more about the county we call home. Get ready, for this is Martin County on TV.
Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Martin County on TV. My name is Blake Potthoff. Good to see you again, the Executive Director of the Fairmont Opera House, and I'm here today with one of the pillars in our community right here, the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ned Koppen. Ned, it's good to see you. Thanks
good to see you too.
Today. Yeah. Now, normally we'd shake hands, but being that it's 2020 and there's a global pandemic going on, I'll just wave from afar.
We'll do the right thing.
Yes, yeah. So it's very good to see you again. I'm excited to talk to you today about the Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, and it's great to be here. And you know, it's kind of funny. You're doing the interview today, and you and I work on a lot of things together. Yeah. We're on each other's boards and work on a number of other initiatives. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's start and dive right into it. So let's give a high-level picture right now of the Chamber. And now I understand it because I'm on your board of directors,
sure,
as you just mentioned, but what does the Chamber do? That's kind of the big picture question, I guess, that you get all the time, but what are some things that the Chamber works on? How do you engage with our community?
So, you know, the Chamber of Commerce works for our businesses. We're a member organization, so we specifically work for our membership, you know, businesses that pay dues to belong to the Chamber of Commerce. And we really work for, you know, a better or best business environment, business community, as well as community in general. You know, I try and sum up things in that we work in 4 different areas. We try and engage, we try and educate, we advocate for our business community, and we work on workforce issues. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the high level. You know, so underneath each one of those headings, if you will, there's a number of different programs, and you know, we have so many things going on. We just don't even have time to talk about all of them. But there's a number of things that falls underneath all 4 of those. Yeah,
I mean, we could probably spend an episode of Martin County on TV on each of those different, you know, kind of headlines that you've got.
I think we could.
Yeah, there's just so much going on, and a lot of really great things that the Chamber is doing under your leadership. One of the things I wanted to ask about, and we talked about it, and it's hard to avoid at this point, is the COVID-19 pandemic. The Chamber's been doing a lot of really, really great work, and I know the business owners out there know that, but I want the community to know too, what's the Chamber done to help businesses in this time of difficulty, in these unknown, unprecedented times?
You know, it really is unprecedented, and it changes daily. You know, so I think from the very beginning, you know, towards the end of March, when this whole pandemic, you know, became very real for all of us, information was key. You know, everybody needed information. They didn't know what was going on. They weren't sure of all the resources, and as a chamber, we attempted to push out as much of that information to the business community as a whole as we could, and just make sure that they knew about all the programs, they knew about all the updates, the executive orders, all of those things that came up. We spent a lot of time on the phone. We made some calls with our membership, and just to check in and see how they were doing, what they needed, what things looked like for them, you know, and tried to check in and stay in touch, and then advocated along the way. You know, there's it's kind of uncharted waters, so, you know, always looking out for businesses and making sure that whether it's legislative things or you know, any issue, that we're advocating in the best interest of our businesses as we went through what was really a difficult time for them.
Well, I commend you for the work. It's been difficult for all of us, and I do feel like the Chamber was really, really excellent as somebody who runs a business here in Fairmont at reaching out and connecting with business owners and those who are in leadership roles like myself. So I do appreciate the work of you and your staff. It was very appreciated.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, and you know, honestly, the Chamber's in the same boat as all businesses. You know, we've had to adapt. We've had to be ready to pivot and go a different direction. You know, we look at our events and look at our programs, and just like everybody else, there are some things that we can do in a safe way. There's other things that we've had to cancel that we cannot do, and sometimes it's week to week, as to what we're able to do. But hopefully, like all of our businesses who have just been outstanding, I feel, in the way that they've adapted through this whole thing and helped their customers and kept themselves afloat, kept their heads above water, and really battled. Hopefully, we're doing some of the same stuff, and we'll keep doing that.
Yeah. So, outside of a pandemic,
Yeah.
what's the day-to-day look like at the Chamber? You talk about businesses and all these activities, and again, we don't have time to dive into everything, but what does that day-to-day kind of look like?
Well, there's a chamber staff. It's not just me. I'm the the leader of the chamber, but I've got a great staff. Candy Many is our communications director, and kind of our first line of when you call the chamber or come into the office, you oftentimes Candy's the first person you talk to. And Miranda Larson is our finance director and takes care of some events as well, and hopefully we work well as a team. And there's no one day or 1 week or 1 month that looks the same in a chamber. On a daily basis, I might be reaching out to membership on a number of different topics. Candy might be organizing an email to go out, or other communications, or one of the programs that the chamber's involved with, and Miranda, might be doing services for one of our chamber members, or organizing an event as well. It's always something different. And that's what makes it fun, actually.
To that end, there's tons of activities that the Chamber is really instrumental in. It won't happen this year, we don't think anyway, but area career exploration, workforce development, things, activities like that. I've helped with junior achievement, and the Chamber helps with that, so go volunteer in the schools. Glows Parade, all of these different, plus all of the other meetings. Young professionals, Bureau 14, agribusiness scholarships. There's just so much that the Chamber does. And you're saying you do it on a staff of 3. It's just unbelievable how much work there's got to go in day to day. And it's all probably different, like you're saying, each and every day. So what kind of is going on right now? We talked, COVID is overarching everything, and it's kind of struggling. So, and we talk day-to-day stuff, but what's kind of the current initiatives? What are you working on right now? What's happening right now, and maybe some stuff down the road a little bit?
There are some really exciting things going on. Some great partnerships that the Chamber is a part of, and it's easy to get hung up on pandemic and COVID-19 and some of the struggles that we've all gone through. And yet, there are things that the Chamber is involved with that are pretty darn exciting. And I kind of jotted some of that stuff down. I want to touch on them. There's an effort through our Fairmont Area Life Committee, part of the Chamber. The Fairmont Area Life is a partnership between the Chamber of Commerce and Fairmont Economic Development. But that committee, there's a small group of us that are working on community recruitment. It's an effort that we recognize that there's a lot of turmoil. Whether it's social turmoil or pandemic related, there are people who might be looking for a different lifestyle, a different quality of life, and why not invite them here, invite them to our community, and so we're getting ready to kick off a digital ad campaign targeted towards the metro area, just letting people know what we have to offer and the lifestyle we have to offer, and all the great reasons that you might relocate and live here. And we think there's a ton of them. So that's been a lot of fun and very exciting. We're working on a Google project. It's actually a partnership. Visit Fairmont asked the Chamber and Fairmont Economic Development to partner with them, and we're actually taking a wide view of our community over all of the Google platforms. There's a group that works with us to improve photos on all of our business listings, photos, missing information, complete information, and making sure when people look at our community, oftentimes when they travel, they're Googling, what to do in Fairmont, or what's available in Fairmont, where should I stay, where should I eat, all of those kinds of things. Whatever that search looks like for them, let's make sure it's as complete as possible and we look as good as possible. So that's just kind of getting off the ground, and we're right in the thick of that, and that's gonna be a big benefit for our business community. There's talk and an effort, and you're part of this, talking about downtown revitalization. When our new city administrator, Kathy Reynolds, came to town, she tried to have a number of different information gathering opportunities, and one thing that came up a number of times was downtown revitalization. People would like to see our downtown revitalized, bring events. What can we do to make this another centerpiece of our community, like most downtowns used to be. And so there's a group of us that they're working on what the format of that should look like. How do we gather the right information, and then put that into action? Develop the teams that will work on those things that come from that. So, quick plug: we're going to have a couple of meetings at the Fairmont Opera House later on in November, inviting business owners and building owners to one of them, and the other will be focused on the community at large, gathering ideas and what people would like to see. So that's a lot of fun, and that's exciting. CARES Act grants has been something that the Chamber has been working on a lot over the last couple of months. So, CARES Act funding are federal funds that were created around the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's aid to our communities, and it came through the state, and then the state passed it to our county and our city government, and the Chamber was involved in advocating for them to make some of those funds available to businesses, and they did a fantastic job and put together a big pot of money to assist businesses that were hurt by COVID-19 and maybe need some assistance, and hopefully some of these grants will allow businesses to pull through this and move forward, so we've helped out in making our membership aware that they're available, helping them with what they need, helping them fill out some of those applications, and administering the being a collection point for the applications as well at the Chamber office.
Busy guy.
Lots of stuff.
Jeez,
I mean, and again, I'm not doing it myself. I've got a great staff that helps, and
obviously a great board of directors too.
An awesome board of directors, and Blake is on my board of directors, and there's 13 people that sit on that, and they serve a 3-year term. And I'm not going to name everybody off, but they're all engaged and they all play a really important part, and they give me a perspective of what I should be doing. What my work should look like, what the Chamber's work should look like, and that's really valuable. And it's all business people and business leaders that do that through the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a wonderful board to be a part of, and it's really nice to be on that side of it, and also as a member of the Chamber to receive all the benefits. I mentioned before, Bureau 14, Young Professionals, the agribusiness meetings, and all of these initiatives that the Chamber does, CARES Act and that sort of thing. It's so beneficial to our community, and you bring a lot of value to the community, and we as business owners and runners and people who manage things, we do see the value of the Chamber, and we've got a binder of all the things that the Chamber does, and we're just touching on a few of them. So it's really, I commend you because you've done a really, really great job at involving and engaging our community. It's exciting.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that you see value in it, and I hope that all of our members see value in it. There's a couple of different reasons why you might join the Chamber. There's probably a lot of different reasons why you might. Sometimes it's to be involved. Sometimes it's to connect with other business people in a way that you don't always have a chance to, and sometimes it's just supporting the work that the Chamber does, supporting all of the things that make for hopefully a better business community, and sometimes it's a mashup of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're getting short on time, so there's the last couple things I got to ask you. We've talked about everything that you've been working on and some new exciting things that are coming. What else is there going on? We got Glows Parade coming up soon. I mentioned that. Chamber does that.
You bet. And there's something specific that I want to talk about in relation to the Glows Parade. So the Glows Parade will be, it's going to happen November 20th, and it's always a kickoff for holiday season, right? And this is our 31st year, and the Chamber organizes that. Again, a staff member of mine, Candy Many, organizes that and gets it all coordinated, and we all play a smaller part in it. This year, our Retail, Business, and Education or Entertainment Committee wants to help support that and kind of have a feel good campaign for our community rather, and that is we're going to have a Light Up Fairmont campaign. It's really going to be a promotion and a contest. We're going to kick it off with the Glows Parade, and it's just kind of a general effort to get people to light up the town, light up your business. We hope the Opera House lights up their business, the Chamber will light up their business, but then also homes and neighborhoods, and we're going to work out some kind of small contest and pay out, and every couple of weeks recognize someone as a winner, and then have a grand prize at the end, and we're going to run that all the way through the holiday season. So that'll be fun, and I hope everybody that's able does a little something.
Yeah, kind of. We've talked about it, kind of the Twinkle of the Town Award. And
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just something that, especially this year. There was the Martin County Hearts, where people were putting the colored hearts in the windows and kind of showing support for everything, going on and really bringing the community together. It's not just about business being brought together. It's about all of us. We all need to be cohesive in a community to make all of this happen. So it's not just about businesses. And we talked, at the board level and at that committee level, that this isn't just a sales pitch for businesses. We want people who are living in the community to feel like they're important in this community too, and we want to highlight those folks. Because it's something that we all need to invest in, that we all care about one another, and we just want to find new ways to show support. And I think it's wonderful. Opera House is in. We're going to decorate. We've got a town set up that has a train that runs around, and we'll do all the lights and everything out
That's
front.
awesome.
And it's just something it's something small that we would do anyway. But if we can do it as a collective community, it brings us all together and makes us stronger, and we can, as businesses, as people, as community members, we can all get through, the things that are going on, the unrest that we've talked about with, whether it's social or pandemic associated unrest, that we can be there for one another, and this is a good way to show our support.
You bet, and I couldn't have said it better. If you guys didn't catch that, Blake is part of that committee and,
Yeah.
and part of that effort. But you stated it really well, and I think everybody in it together. It's been a weird, strange year, and it's been difficult. And this is the kind of thing that maybe you just a small thing, but you come together and we all kind of get through it together.
Yeah. Well, Ned, it's been great to sit and talk to you. I hope everybody out there is enjoying this. And if you got questions or you want to talk to Ned, he's very easy to talk to based on this conversation. But we talk weekly, sometimes daily, about all things business in Fairmont and Martin County. And if somebody out there wants to talk to Ned, how can we get a hold of you?
You can just call me at the office anytime. I'm there 5 days a week. You can also check our website. Be sure and check out our social media. We've got a Facebook page, and any of those work. Mm-hmm. We're always available.
Great. And it's not a bad time to go get some coffee. It'll be colder. Go grab a coffee and sit down and have a great conversation, because the Chamber's doing a lot of really wonderful things. And as a board member perspective and as somebody in the community, it's great that you listen. And I know you've done most of the talking today, and I've done the listening. It's nice to have somebody who listens and helps. And I really do believe that you want to help people and help businesses. And so don't hesitate to contact Ned.
Yeah, please
and sit
do.
down. So that's kind of the last thing I've got. Ned, it's been wonderful. It's great to see you again. I hope you stay happy and healthy. And I hope everybody out there stays happy and healthy. And we'll see you next time on Martin County on TV.
Love that business. Now it's time for another segment we call
Martin County on TV, out and about.
Okay, today through the magic of television, we're going to visit another business you're sure to want to learn about, D&S Trophies. Sarah, are you there?
I sure am. Hey, Jeff. Welcome to D&S Trophies and Embroidery.
Sarah, we're excited to have you on the show. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of D&S Trophies?
D&S Trophies was started by my grandparents, Don and Sharon Oxley, about 37 years ago. It began in their home, and we moved downtown here 25 plus years ago, and have since expanded immensely. My grandparents are both gone now, so it is my shop, and we have added a lot since their beginning days. Laser engraving, screen printing, embroidery, add specialty items, just to name a few. So keeps us busy around here.
Wow, Sara, would you mind giving us a tour of your business?
I would love to give you a tour, Jeff. Come on over, I'll show you what we have here. So we do all sorts of embroidery and screen print in-house. We offer a wide variety of different clothing items that you can purchase. If you see something you like but it's not in your size, we're happy to get it in for you and do that up for you. We embroider and screen print on everything, hats, stocking caps, basically if it can be printed, we can do it for you. We keep a wide variety of samples in the store that you can come in and try on. We even will let you take them home and try them on with your favorite pair of jeans and see how they look, see if it's what you're looking for. I'd love to show you something that we added last October that's been really fun for us. If you want to follow me, I can show you. We added another business inside of D&S Trophies, and it's called Plaza Threads by D&S Trophies. It's a line of women's clothing that we have tucked in this little nook here. Offers a wide variety of sizes, from extra small on up to plus size. We also offer some gift items like purses, some fun cutting boards, and throw pillows and things like that. Just some different unique gift ideas, either for yourself or for someone that you would like to share it with. We offer gift certificates for both D&S Trophies and for Plaza Threads. So if that fits your needs better, we've got that covered. Back here, you'll find where the magic happens, and it gets a little noisy back here, so I'm hoping that you can hear me. Like I said, we do embroidery, all of our embroidery in-house. We have 3 machines here, a 2-head and 2 single heads. This one happens to be doing hats. So I'll just give you a little show of how that works here. All the machines, we just program them and we set them to go, and they pretty much should run on their own, barring no thread breaks or things like that. They run very efficiently, and while that one's doing hats, this one over here can be doing this jacket and get that started. As you can see on the screen here, it's going to show you what it's going to embroider, as well as the progress that it makes. So this machine does everything from all the stitching to clipping the threads, and we just have a little bit of cleanup when we're done at the end. This can all be customized with your name or business name. This one just happens to be Fairmont Cardinals. Over here, Kelsey is working on some t-shirts that we are heat transferring. It's a screen print design. So this is a screen print that has been placed on paper, and then it has a release on it that will allow the design to be pressed right onto the shirt. And can you hold that up, Kels? And back this way, we have our laser engraver going. I believe Kelsey's working on a piece of leather that she's engraving on. Again, we just set up all the artwork for this and we send it over, and the laser just does its job. So there you have it. That's just a small part of what we do here. We also build, obviously, our custom trophies and plaques and things like that, desk wedges, pretty much anything. If we can't provide it to you, we can tell you where to find it. That's for sure.
Sarah, I'm very impressed. Thank you for giving us a tour.
Thank you for coming, Jeff. We love showing people what we do here at D&S Trophies. We value our customers immensely, and we look forward to seeing all of you, new and old. Thank you.
Now that's another outstanding business as seen on
Martin County on TV, out and about.
Well, there you have it, another episode of Martin County on TV. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we welcome you to tune in again. Thank our sponsors for making this happen, and remember, it's not just the past, but the present that tells our story.